hello everyone, and welcome to This Just In. I'm your host for the evening, Kazu, and today joining me to my left is Mezza. And you did not say a thing there, Connor.
What? No, I said hello.
Oh,
yeah, that did not come through.
It did not come through.
Oh God, okay.
And beneath us both is Scatlink Sean.
Hi guys, Scatlink here.
And we are off for more This Just In.
We are the Spec Squad.
I'm stealing half your intro.
Rude.
It's my job, isn't it? I'm here to commit.
Well, yeah, you always hold my channel ransom.
Yeah,
You're your own.
I do now.
But you already did.
Alright, so we have some fun to talk about today. First, let's discuss the schedule. As always, Monday, 8 PM BST. What you're watching right now. This Just In. A weekly talk show where we discuss games, gaming, and, in general, what's coming up in the week for us here at the Nerd Herd. On Wednesday at 8 PM BST, we're going to be doing something. We have a game scheduled. We have yet to decide what game it is, and if we do not decide a game, we're getting RuneScape.
Yep.
Nice.
Because this is how
games
this is how I bait other people into suggesting games. Because if I say RuneScape and then they don't suggest anything, I play RuneScape, and people get upset that I play RuneScape.
To be fair, this Wednesday has been a bit of a dubious one for a lot of us, so that's probably why we haven't reached a decision.
And Friday, both these are 8 PM BST. Friday, we're going to attempt the Multiworld.
Again.
Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
And it has had a few more new emotes, a couple more 3D models. It keeps getting added. So
yeah, like I've completely changed who I'm playing now. I'm no longer Luigi.
Yeah, the one that we have.
I am no longer Waluigi. I have two different. I have Terminal Montage Lunk. It's so good. Except there's no sound pack for it, so I've got Dio's voice.
Yep, I mean that would work.
So he just kind of rolls around going, "Madara." It's so good. It's actually so good. But yeah, so that kind of covers the schedule. Once again, 8 PM BST. Mondays is just this just in. Wednesday is going to be something or other. We'll figure out when we get there. And Friday, and also 8 PM BST, is going to be the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer Multiworld Triforce Hunt thing.
It is a massive title. And the first live stream that we had could be just contributed to a test because we can't continue that one.
I think we're starting again, aren't we?
Well, yeah, because most of us lost the save files due to technical issues of certain regards.
Is there any settings that make it less, like, MMS makes everything a bit more together?
What do you mean?
About.
No.
No.
It's not just a simple randomizer that you and I did, Meryl.
As in, there's less.
He was the Navi. Have you seen the thumbnail?
Yeah.
It's the one with the big bushy moustache. You remember that?
I Navi the fool who listens to the fairy. Alright, so I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a quick drink.
I think that was the fastest schedule that we had.
Well, yeah, because we've got a lot to talk about. We have the Nintendo Direct to talk about.
Not having timestamps to avoid spoilers, as we've been before. Leaks were fine, but,
It's been a week. Fine.
Let's start with the two things that got leaked ahead of time. By Nintendo, because Nintendo don't know how to do a schedule properly. It's kind of funny, actually.
They don't know how to just in schedule their announcements.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, apparently Sean is louder. Okay, that might be why. I'm going to turn Sean down.
Oh, sorry. I'll try to talk a little bit softly, right?
I've turned you down on my end, Sean. You're fine. I had you at 130% for some reason.
Oh, you know how loud I be. Why are you turning me up?
Turned down for what? So the two things that Nintendo managed to leak themselves. I'm also going to move my mic so it's a bit better positioned. So first was the new Puyo game, new Kirby.
Oh yes.
Kirby. It's called Kirby Discovery, isn't it?
First, Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
That's the one.
So,
for all I care.
if anyone is aware, ever since the advent of 3D with the Nintendo 64, Kirby did have a 3D game called Kirby 64 The Crystal Shards, which is also something that can be brought up later. That's kind of a good segue. But it wasn't truly 3D. It was a 2.5D sort of thing. It's 2D with 3D models. We've seen it before.
We see it nowadays in Guilty Gear. No, yeah.
But yeah, it's Kirby's finally made the jump to full 3D. It just took him 20 years. And considering that the guy floats, you'd think he would have got there faster than anyone else.
Poor boy doesn't float very fast, does he?
Yeah, but Mario could jump. Then again, he's got capes, so whatever.
I cannot wait. I saw that and was like,
Very cool.
And then watched the trailer and was like, yo, what the hell?
I mean, I have not been so excited for a Kirby game because every time a new one came out, I'm just like, yep, that's this year's Kirby game. But it's like...
Kirby
now it's like...
exists.
Also, I've got something to mention.
Oh,
when the reveal first started up, did anyone first think Splatoon 3?
No, I thought Xenoblade. I thought it was a new Xenoblade. My brain went, why are we getting more Xenoblade? And then Kirby rocked up and went, oh, okay, I see where we're going now.
Xenoblade Puyos!
Puyo Blade Chronicles.
But yeah, I saw like the abandoned Kirby shopping centre that was there.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was overgrown. I'm like, well, post-apocalyptic. The style looks correct. Is this Splatoon 3? Funnily enough, they announced that later on.
Well, they were talking about. They've announced that for a while. They were talking about it. But
but they showed more.
But consider the game's name should really be Kirby and the Collapse of Late-Stage Capitalism.
Speaking of capitalism, we will not honour stupidity with current events.
Yeah, wait, let's not do that. We're here to talk gaming. And that's not gaming.
That is not gaming,
That's not muy bueno.
That is pouring fuel to the fire.
Speaking of fire and fuel and fighting, the other
fire
game...
flames.
The other game that got leaked by Nintendo was... Bayonetta 3.
Finally, a new trailer since the logo teaser upon launch of the Switch.
What do you mean it isn't Astral Chain 2?
What do you mean Bayonetta is an Astral Chain? You're just in general.
What do you mean Bayonetta is PG? That was the most PG-est advert for a Bayo game ever.
She hasn't threatened to sleep with somebody's mother yet. It's not PG-13.
When she attacks, she becomes more neck. Next.
Here's some time theories and stuff and alternate universe, which
I'm not gonna lie.
Over my head.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I like the new outfit design though.
That's cool.
But that's about it. It's Bayo. I'm not really a fan. If I wanted to play a good hack and slash game, I'd play Devil May Cry. Or
it pretty much is Sega's version of that, really, in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you are hunting demons, so.
But yeah, that was leaked. We're gonna pivot away slightly from the Direct, actually. Now that I remember it.
Okay, what does pivot mean?
You turn on a point.
I had to reference Friends. Channel as my favourite character.
Get out.
No.
This is my street. You can't be here for 2 lines. In jokes aside, the Pokemon Unite is now out on mobile.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
now you can finally navigate the mobile UI on your mobile fingers.
Yeah,
mobile fingers. Let me just get my fingers to put on my fingers.
Yeah, you can now navigate the clearly mobile game design on the mobile game mode. Playing that on the Switch was fun, but it does very, very visually look like a mobile game.
Actually, that's something that we should do for another stream at some point. Do that again.
Yeah, I agree. More Unite would be fun.
Because we've kind of dropped off after the initial wave of it.
Yeah, a lot of people have. Well, yeah. Then we can go back onto the direct stuff. I just want to bring that up that had happened.
Fair.
We are going to pog onto Nintendo's online service.
Oh, yes, that is the segue of Kirby 64 I was on about. So now we got Kirby 64, Crystal Shards. Yes, we're getting N64. This is the mix that I have with this, to be fair. They've announced Nintendo 64 and Nintendo Switch Online, which is great, but it's behind an additional paywall, which is bad. But you're also getting Sega Mega Drive or in the US Genesis, which is good. But you can get like 90% of that library as a physical cartridge right now, which is bad.
Expensive. Which is expensive.
But then obviously you've got the new controllers being like a Switch wireless version of the N64 controller and the Mega Drive 3-button controller, which is good. But they're excluding the 6-button controller, which only Japan are getting, which is bad. But then you've got the game bit. No, Retro Bits version, which is official from Sega, the 6-button controller, it's just which is good, but it's lacking the home and capture buttons, which is bad. This is a very mixed topic. But there's one more good thing.
But consider, they showed off a bunch of the games that are coming, didn't they?
Yes.
Star Fox 64.
Online,
4-player.
Even the
split
3DS
screen,
remake didn't have that. It was still local.
4-player split screen.
Exactly. I want to play that. Because the only other Star Fox game that was online multiplayer, the only Star Fox game I had that was Star Fox Command on the DS.
Yeah, I remember that. That was weird. That was like a strategy game, wasn't
it? Kind of, yeah. But the multiplayer was pretty much the same kind of dogfighting that you would normally do in Star Fox. It's just you have to do everything with the touchscreen, not with buttons that you clearly have.
Which was also really weird.
Yes. But again, the 3DS version of Star Fox 64 which is on the 3DS, did not have online multiplayer. Now the original's getting that through the Switch.
The real talk is, I have to hope and pray that they're not fixing any of the bugs from the original games.
I don't think they are, because just like with Virtual Console, they're obligated to release the originals, not the latest originals, perhaps for compatibility's sake, but not the originals, because they don't shove on Ocarina of Time version 1.0. They do 1.2 or 3.
Because that means we can speedrun Super Mario 64.
It's not the Shindo version. You'll have long jumping, backwards long jumping.
That's what you need, right?
Well, the Shindo version is the one that's in Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which removes the backwards long jumping. Was it Japanese exclusive, but they patched in the English from the original anyway, and it also had added rumble, which they could have added in for that collection from the original anyway, but they just slapped on the Shindo version from
basically, yeah,
it felt lazy.
Basically, yes, you can. That's what I heard. I was like, hang on, you take away...
You can backwards long jump.
Which means you can build up enough speed. Were all these speedruns around manipulation for this moment? Thank you, Luigi.
All these... First of all, we need to talk about parallel universes.
I am 4 parallel universes ahead of you. Pathetic.
That is the joke. That is the joke. But yeah, so you get Super Mario 64, the usual, like Ocarina of Time. But you're also getting, which was a Japanese exclusive until it came out on the Wii Virtual Console, which is no longer available now, which I think is still on the Wii U Virtual Console, I'm pretty sure, along with its Wii sequel. Was it a Wii sequel? Yeah, you get the N64 version of Sin and Punishment. And the reason why it's so easy to port is because it actually has an English option in the game already. So
what the hell is Sin and Punishment?
It's like a on rails, like think of Star Fox, but you're on foot, and it's just run and gun sort of thing.
So like
what you can see from the
Time
trailer.
Crisis.
Kind of
like it's an on rail shooter.
Yeah, but I'm
like
actually
Time
interested
Crisis.
to play it. I've just never invested in getting it on the Wii or Wii U, so
Yeah, that's fair.
this is actually interested to me. And again, it's Japanese. Of course, the Japanese get different games as well, but we've also got upcoming games such as Paper Mario, Kirby 64 and the Crystal Shards, Zelda Majora's Mask, which is hopefully sorted out its emulation issues since the GameCube,
and Super Mario RPG, if I remember rightly.
No, that's Super Mario RPG is Super Nintendo. Paper Mario is what you're thinking of because that is technically a Mario RPG.
Yeah. My bad.
But also, the big one,
Player.
the big Kahuna.
The big...
Take those initials as you wish. Banjo-Kazooie, like the original Banjo-Kazooie, is coming to the service. Although it was literally the last game revealed.
Yeah, as like a
Which
one
probably
day,
means we're not going to
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, but that means, despite Microsoft owning Rare, not counting Donkey Kong games, they've agreed to have the game that Banjo-Kazooie originated on the service, probably because that at least then they have a game of origin for the Bear and Bird from Smash, perhaps. Just makes it easier, and it's the N64 original, not the Xbox Live Arcade HD-ified versions, the remasters, which is pretty much the exact same game anyway. It's just, not upscaled 1080p redone graphics and stuff with achievements, which the Switch doesn't have anyway, so it makes sense to have that version.
Remember in like the Smash Direct for like Banjo-Kazooie, like Sakurai said, if you want to play this game, play it on Xbox.
Yeah, now you can play it on Nintendo Switch online.
Yeah, I remember Sakurai being like, "Yo, consider the Xbox version is better," and we're like, "You can't say that, Sakurai. We're paying you to be a Nintendo fanboy."
The thing is, it's probably like a contractual obligation, but now where Microsoft are probably just like, you know what, Rare, just go do it. It's your game, it's your series, you do what you want. Perhaps, I don't know. I mean, it does open the way for other Rareware games to be on the service as well, because like you've got Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 on the SNES, but obviously they're Nintendo, and that would mean at some point you can get Donkey Kong 64 on the service, which would be great for Monkey Smash. That's fun.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Actually, I don't think that should be a problem with age rating, because you have to be a certain age in order to... No, actually, no, because you can get the family pack, and that would include you. That might actually be a problem.
But...
Because it's not like you download it separately.
I am the great mighty Pooh.
I'm going to throw my shit at you.
Come on, it's the best thing that happened to this. That was the 64, wasn't it?
It was the 64.
Yeah.
It was actually remade for the original Xbox.
Yeah, I remember that.
I feel like they would actually get more better mileage out of that if they just re-released that for the HD one for the Switch. Because, unfortunately, more censorship, but it's also more visually pleasing for the current crowd. And it's also separate from the Nintendo Switch Online download, which would have to include it, which means it would bump up its age rating. So having that separate wouldn't be a problem, but that's, again, ideas. Because it's only available through Xbox Live Arcade still.
The other thing we need to talk about when it comes to Big Kahunas for Nintendo Switch's expansion pack, as they've called it. I'm annoyed that they left the C and they didn't call it PAK to go with the Rumble Pack from what the 64 had.
Yeah, that would have made a lot more sense if they spelt it that way.
But Sega Mega Drive.
Yep. So I did mention that in passing with my goods and bads. But yeah, Sega Mega Drive is also part of the expansion pass.
Which means there's a chance one day we'll see Shining Force.
Isn't that not already on the... Hang on.
Who's gone to read?
Sure. You okay there, Sean?
Sorry. Yeah, you have a point. It's not even on here, I don't think.
Yeah, but... no, it was a pretty niche tactical RPG that I am a huge fan of, frankly. And
is it like 3D grid-based, like
Fire Emblem?
Tactics?
Fire Emblem.
All that, yeah.
It's more Fire Emblem. It's 2D. Mostly.
Yeah, but some of the games that are obviously on this thing, or some of them are obviously on the pack you can get for Switch already. And 90% of those games are coming to the service, so I guess if you're paying for the service, you've got that pack for free. But you got some games like, obviously, Sonic 2. You have to have your obligatory Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, how many times can you get Sonic 2 on one system at this point? You can get it physically. You can get it through the service. You got it through Sega Ages, which is like an enhanced version, but not the Christian Whitehead enhanced version. And then you've got like the upcoming like Sega Sonic All Stars pack, which is going to have Sonic 1, 2, 3, Knuckles, and CD. So, how many more times do you want to release the same game on the same system? It's like, which version of Sonic 2 do you want to play?
The Skyrim one.
Skyrim one.
How many times can you release Skyrim?
Oh, no, wait, no. Shining Force is on here. If that wants to focus. Focus,
Pog.
you moron.
Pog? Absolute poggers. Can we now have that?
Maybe if I... It doesn't want to focus. Why?
I'm going to do a Google and see if it was announced or not.
There we are. Got it focusing. Get it on the screen. There it is. Shining
Pog,
Force.
Shining Force.
So it is actually on this system. I just couldn't see it. It's right next to... Yeah, it's in between Road Rash 2 and Sonic Spinball. So it's on here. Which is an amazing thing, so I still have that on my shelf. I've exposed my celebrations in the corner. Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Chocolate.
When you looked up with that glow. But yeah, so Shining Force on there. Some other games like Rise Star, Strider, they're on the service as well. Oh, they've also got a Castlevania Bloodlines on there, which ironically enough is in the original, the first Castlevania collection, not the Advanced collection they also announced. So you get like a free Castlevania, which means the Sega Mega Drive has a Castlevania game on the online service for the expansion pack, but the NES one doesn't even have a single one of the free Castlevania.
Okay, so they announced 14 games coming to the Sega Mega Drive thingy on day 1 in late October. Golden Axe, Shinobi 3.
Oh, Gunstar Heroes.
Yeah, Gunstar Heroes, Echo the
That's a fun
Dolphin,
one.
Strider, Musha, Phantasy Star 4, Castlevania.
That's on here as well.
Castlevania Bloodlines, Contra Hardcore, Rise Star, Streets of Rage 2, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Sonic 2, and
Which is Puyo.
and Shining Force.
Oh, it is on there. There you go.
Yes!
Yeah, here's the thing though. They've got Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, yeah, which is basically just a reskin Puyo, right?
But for Doctor.
I'm guessing that in the Japanese version of the service, it would just be the original Puyo game.
We
Here's
forgot
the
to
thing,
mention
though.
Pokemon Snap is coming.
Oh yes, on the N64, Pokemon Snap,
Yes.
which goes well because you can now play both the sequel and the original on the same system.
Have either of you played the sequel?
I do not have the sequel.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
I want to find out if it's any good or not. Alright.
But what I wanted to say though is that on the Japanese, because you know when you download the Japanese versions of the services,
Yeah.
they have different games or the same games are just different. Mean Bean Machine would be Puyo. On the Super Nintendo service, even on like our version and not the Japanese version, they included Puyo anyway. So the service already has Puyo without an additional paywall. It's just a Robotnik skin. What's the logic behind that?
Man's gotta pay for that Fat Man cosmetic.
But here's the thing as well, you could just download the actual Puyo Tetris demo, and you're not technically limited on how many games you can play. So, how many versions of Puyo on the same system do you need?
Puyo!
I'm just making a point.
You need Puyo times.
Puyo!
Puyo! Why have we not had Kirby as a guest character in Puyo yet? That's actually a disgrace. He literally says the game's name.
Anyways.
What else? Oh, that was it. We're getting... Was it ActRaiser Renaissance?
A remake of ActRaiser for the Super Nintendo.
Just out of nowhere, out of the blue. It's out today. Here it is. Bang!
It's quite an interesting game, really. It's like SimCity.
It's SimCity meets Castlevania.
Basically. But instead of being like a vampire slayer, you're basically like a god, inhabiting
a god of light, and you will fight the demons from the god of the dark.
Yeah, you just kind of like overtake like a statue, and you just possess it and just whack shit.
It gives
with a
me
sword.
Altered Beast vibes.
It does actually. It does give you those vibes.
I kept watching the trailer and expecting the moon to come out and just just turn into a werewolf and just run across the screen. Like,
I have always mentioned ActRaiser, like when you've been playing like these kind of like SimCity like games. It was like, oh yeah, there was this awesome one on the Super Nintendo that's not SimCity, but it's also got like side-scrolling platforming. That was the game that I couldn't remember the name of.
yes. I know. I remember you mentioning a game of that type. Just now I know what it is.
Yeah, and now it's cemented in my brain because it's fresh in there.
We're also getting, speaking of SimCity meets Castlevania.
Yep, the Castlevania Advance Collection, as I mentioned when we were
It's
talking about Castlevania Bloodlines on the SNES.
It's a bunch of the older ones, isn't it?
It's
Like,
it's the latest ones. I think it's like all the like the GBA and basically the Richter Belmont stuff, or after Richter Belmont, except for Castlevania Dracula X, which is called no, that's Bloodlines as well. So you can get it No, is it Bloodlines or is it the New Chronicles? I've forgotten. But I know that on one of the collections, that Castlevania game is in this Mega Drive.
It's called the Advance Collection.
Yeah, I mean there is an original collection that has all the originals.
Yeah, the Anniversary Collection.
Yeah,
the Advance Collection is out now. It's as in like it's just out.
And about.
It includes the 3 games that were launched on the GBA as well as Dracula X.
Which I think is the Super Nintendo version of Bloodlines.
So yeah, it's got Castlevania Circle of the Moon, which is the first GBA Advance title, which follows Nathan Graves.
Nathan Graves.
Then you've got Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, which lets you play as Justy Belmont, grandson of Simon.
Granddad.
Sorry. And then you've got Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, which lets you play as Soma Cruz.
Yeah, that's the DS one.
Yeah,
I've seen that in stores
no, that's
all
the
the time
GBA.
back in the day.
That's the one that lets you capture monsters and stuff. And then Dracula X is a reimagining of Castlevania Rondo of Blood.
Yeah, Rondo of Blood, that's it. Because
and it has like
the Super Nintendo couldn't handle it, so they just reworked the story and made a new game out of it. So story.
They completely changed so you have access to all versions of each game, Japanese, American, and European.
Wait, hang on a minute. They specified that it's the Dracula X, but that means you would actually get
Bronze Blood.
Yeah, which is not on the Super Nintendo, so you just got a completely bonus game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which, funnily enough, they did translate that for the PSP remake, which had that entire collection thing.
What is
you
a
play all the versions in one. Miserable little pile of secrets.
And why does Dracula keep his chickens in his candelabras?
Chicken flavored.
Chicken flavored candles.
Not chicken scented, chicken flavored.
Pull an Emperor Nero. We made this candle by drowning a chicken in wax and setting it on fire.
This is what we call waxworks.
Wax on, feathers off.
That is not a good image. Just imagine a chicken freaking doing it to its legs.
It's like a bunch of other dungeon crawling games take the pee out of that concept. Like Rogue Legacy does it. It's like, why are there chickens in the candelabras? As you're like pogoing around on these, you're like, I don't know,
like DuckTales. That is weird. Put your pogo stick on his pogo stick.
On his DuckTales. Whoa.
Woo.
God damn it. What else happened? I have gone mind blanked. Project Triangle Strategy. It's so good. It looks beautiful. Do you know what it reminds me of? It's Tactics Ogre, Knights of Lodis. It's Let Us Cling Together. It's Tactics Ogre. That's what it reminds me of.
Like, I was literally just looking at this little link, this little article on Nintendo website talking about the feedback they got from the demo and what they're doing to change stuff.
I love the feedback is like, Yeah, we've added the ability to read what's been said, and like, bro, every other RPG has this. Was this not a default feature?
Yeah, why does this have to be like a selling point?
Well, it was more of a we've ended this based on feedback, so I think it's less of a direct selling point and a more of a we forgot this. You told us it needed to exist. It exists.
Load times.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we just optimized the game because you kept complaining about load times. And I was like, bullying video game companies appears to work, and I hate it.
Oh yeah, if you get better games. Obviously, I know hearing about like when I played Final Fantasy 3, one of the issues that came out of that was like the text size, and there was an update recently that changed it.
Is that the FF3, the 3D
Pixel
version,
remaster.
or the Pixel remaster?
Pixel remaster.
Oh, are the Pixel remasters any good? I've been eyeing them up.
I haven't played it for too much, but I really like it.
Well, because I like two of my two favorite FF games are in that pack.
Yeah.
Which happen to be 3 and 5.
Oh yeah.
You sick of me not saying 6.
Yeah, but 6 doesn't have butts and Gilgamesh.
I'm pretty sure that it would actually call him Bart's in this
Wait, is
one.
6 part of the...
Because
Six
it's basically...
6 is the last one getting a Pixel remaster, yeah.
Ah, okay, cool.
That's
It's
because
1
it
through
was
6.
because they were all the Pixel ones.
So butts is his Japanese the literal translation. And it's just funny. And like I rename him Butts every time. It's great.
Yeah.
Butts used Bushido. But no, like 3 and 5 are my favorites because I like the job changey stuff.
Oh yeah.
Which is why I'm like really enjoying Bravely Default 2. So I'm glad that the Pixel remasters are good for 3 at least.
I was gonna get the Pixel remaster of number 1 because I actually do like the first one. The thing is, though, is
You're
that
a masochist.
Not if you. To be fair, I don't know if you could call me Feel for Casual or if I'm playing the actual best version, but it's the anniversary edition.
Dawn of Souls, yeah.
Yeah, because it first came out in the
You mean the
PSP.
one where they went back and added Gilgamesh as a hidden boss?
Yep. That makes it the best one, apparently.
Of course it does. Gilgamesh is...
They also have Ultros in there, yes! And the Phantom Train, but you can't suplex it, unfortunately.
Oh, actually, talking about Final Fantasy, do you know what else got announced in the Direct that I'm actually genuinely excited for?
I am debating on picking this up.
Chocobo GP. It's Final Fantasy Mario Kart, and they were like,
Basically.
yo, obviously Chocobo's playable. Mystery Hero X is playable from the Chocobo Mystery Dungeon games. You got the Black Mage and the White Mage, and Gilgamesh is playable.
And, believe it or not, that White Mage design looks similar to the White Mage design they used for Mario Sports Mix.
Yes, because the one in Mario Sports Mix is the one from Chocobo Mystery Dungeons.
There we go, then.
Which is why.
I did not know that.
Now you do.
I have
the
an edge
more you know. But no, I'm like genuinely. If you pick this up, I will come round and we will stream this. I do not care. I will like. I will like play Gilgamesh and only Gilgamesh and no one but Gilgamesh. And you like they were like, yo, you can pick up Magicite to build your spells and stuff, or everyone has their own unique ability. And then it turned to Gilgamesh with his wheel of swords, including Excalibur. And I'm like, yes, I have a chance to just not do anything. I love it already.
I might actually pick it up because I've been hankering for a new Mario Kart experience. Although recently you can technically run and play natively on your PC the arcade games. I'll get into that in a bit. Well, actually, I probably shouldn't now I think about it, but I wanted to make mention of it. I'll probably be picking up Chocobo.
That's illegal.
It's not illegal if the arcade machines can't work.
It's not illegal if you don't get caught.
It's not. To be fair, it's not illegal if you like, for example, like you can play it, but you can't save your data because you need to like put in another £1 to get like a save card or something. They never have them, and you can't go to a store and buy one. So how can you make progress?
You don't suffer.
Exactly, that's the problem.
Suffer. That's how they make money.
So it's solving a solution. So,
modern problems require modern solutions.
Anyway, I want to go back to the Pixel remasters for a second. Actually, well, not Nintendo Direct stuff, but you know, I wanted to get the first one, but the thing is that it goes back to the old Magic points system, as in no spell point system.
So each
So it's
spell
basically
has
like
its
an
own-
HD version of
the original,
the original.
as it should be.
Not really. The balance is off.
Oh yeah, that's the point. FF1
Yeah.
was never balanced.
I'm
Ever.
used to having MP, so that's just my personal preference. But at the same time, you also have all the additional stuff that
God forbid you try to.
wasn't. Here's the thing, though. It's like when they put Final Fantasy 1 on PC, it was the Android version of the Anniversary Edition. But the problem is the Android version or iOS version
looked like ass.
didn't actually include all the extra stuff. But it did use the magic point system. Now you can't get that anymore. You now have to go with the spell point system because you legit can't get that version on your PC anymore.
Just
They've removed it
emulate
off
the
store.
GBA version.
Or just emulate the PSP version. You know what annoys me though? That very same Android version was available only in Japan on the 3DS. And I'm super mad that I didn't get that version because that gets rid of loading times so quick.
If we're still about Final Fantasy 1, what about the Pixel remaster?
That's what I was on about.
The Pixel
the
Remaster uses the original version, which is SP rather than MP. So each spell has its own charges rather than just a pool.
A big magic pool. So instead of like Cure costing like 5 MP and
you
Fire
just have
Argo
5
costing 20,
uses of Cure.
it's like and then like 2 uses of like any level 5 spell, which includes Fire Argo.
Ultima. So
Do you know why it used that kind of spell system?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Because it's Dungeons and Dragons, sure.
Yes, I know.
Like, straight up, FF1 was just Dungeons and Dragons, the video game, with a different IP.
Yeah.
It's not a joke.
Which is why it worked so well, because it wasn't done back in the day.
And now,
we have all of this stuff.
Far too many FF games later.
I do not know what they're going to do with Final Fantasy VI. I hope that they would actually build off of the...
FF6's Pixel Remaster is probably just going to be the PS1 version.
PS1 version?
Yes.
At least then that would include all those other bonuses, but that would also get rid of 4 summons and anything else that the GBA version covers, which is what the current version, the iOS version, that is on PC right now, all that bonus stuff that was included in the GBA originally would be gone, which is why I went onto that version to cover all the bonuses. So,
yeah, but you killed Shadow, so you have no right to talk.
No, I did not kill Shadow in my Let's Play. That was back in the day before I even got to got off the solitary island. I didn't know what to do.
You killed Shadow.
I saved him more times than killed him. I killed him once.
Once is too many, Sean. It's like doing
Yeah,
genocide.
that's before I knew. I was told to leave. He said he'll catch up. I didn't know he wasn't.
That's like doing genocide once. Once is too many, Sean.
I haven't done genocide, though.
Exactly. But you've killed Shadow. To be fair, I kept stopping playing that game before I got to the point where you had to shave him.
So you just left him alone in the wilderness?
No, I never got that far. I never
You
got to the
abandoned
ruined.
him. How dare you?
I never got to Kefka's Ascension.
Oh God. that game. That is the game where you lose, and then it's just like deal with it.
And then you
And
don't
then you do.
lose. Yeah, you deal with it. How do you deal with it? I just kill him.
Yeah, I killed him, but after he destroyed
The big
world.
bad is monologuing. Did you not expect me to shoot him in the dick?
Ultima nuke.
X-Cast, Ultima. Your entire party just turns around and goes, bomb.
But yeah, that's the Pixel remasters.
What else got announced for Switch? Yeah,
I have one.
Okay.
No.
I was just going to go over Chocobo GP again because I'm hype.
Oh no.
Chocobo GP, bird and cargo, brr.
Anyways, we have the next and last DLC pack for Hyrule Warriors Age of Clam. And
Age of Clam.
Age of Clam.
Time for crab.
And apparently it's got more story, and also it's called Guardian of Remembrance. Not too sure what happens to Tarako.
It's got 2 characters that it unlocks, one of which is the pair.
Yeah.
And one.
Oh yeah, that's Robbie and Pura.
Yeah, and one of which is an unannounced character, which means My Hope lives.
Tingle.
Give me Tingle.
Tingle doesn't appear in Breath of the Wild, so he's not going to show up.
Never stopped Tingle before. Am I wrong? That has never stopped Tingle.
It's all been Breath of the Wild characters, unfortunately, so that would stop him.
It's Gilgamesh. The Master Sword is a fancy enough sword to add to my collection.
It's Sephiroth again! Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
It's a Fire Emblem character. What should just be another Fire Emblem character? These sword Byleth 2. Breath of the Boogaloo.
Where they announce it, it's like it'll be like some complete nobody holding a sword, and then the next trailer will be the Fire Emblem game that character's from.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the
and then they turn around and be like, "It's Fire Emblem Warriors 2, and no one asked for this."
Yeah.
Speaking of Fire Emblem characters,
here we go.
Smash time.
Yeah, Smash news.
Smash news.
Soon.
There was no Smash news. It's a direct.
The direct said
Get hyped.
October 5th.
Soon.
Which I believe is
next week.
Next week, Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
In like the afternoon.
The afternoon, yeah. It was like...
So we will recap that it will be out next to this just in. Tune in then for when we remind you.
Oh no, next week, next just in is Monday.
Yeah, for the Legend of Zelda. The Japanese audiences love Tingle, but the European and the US hate him.
Why do you think that most of Tingle's games were Japanese exclusive?
That's because Tingle is a god and the rest of the world fears his unending power. You fear the power of Yahoringpo. Yahoringpo. Okay, I'd like to think that was a pretty good impression, actually.
Yeah.
I spent far too long I spent far too long grinding him on your Hyrule Warriors. And you were like, yeah, this is a Warriors game. I was like, alright, it's easy, I'll pick the stupidest character. It's Tingle. Let's go. Yep. And suddenly Tingle is God. What have I done?
He's like so high level. We've been making more progress on that, actually. On the definitive.
Oh, nice. Do you need me to come grind Tingle some more?
Get over here!
Get over here!
Get over here, Ruby.
I'll stream my Tingle-only story playthrough.
You could. I'll hook it up to my Elgato.
Nothing but Tingle.
Tingle. I'll just boot up like Majora's Mask, and I'll just stare at Tingle floating on a balloon.
Yes, this is the fan service we truly deserve.
Just for 72 in-game hours of that.
Dawn of the last day.
The moon is crashing down. Meanwhile, Tingle.
Tingle positioned in front of the moon. The moon turns around.
It's like.
The moon looks at Tingle. Tingle looks at the moon. The moon leaves.
The moon cries, moon tear. Money. Anyways.
Yeah. Tingle doesn't go swimming. He just allows water to be around him.
What? Tingle's the next Chuck Norris or something.
Tingle is Legend of Zelda's Chuck Norris. Tingle attacks sharks when he smells the bleed. Man. Alright. Memes aside. Yeah, next Smash character is next Tuesday.
Damn,
we have to.
I'm looking forward to next Tuesday.
Yeah, I know, right? We have
my favourite Smash character.
Yeah. Tuesday. It's the JoJo's meme where they're just like, Friday. Yes. Friday. Except it's Tuesday. We have to talk about Aaron's extreme proclamation.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
That I took a screenshot of, so he's not getting out of this.
Yep. He is held ransom.
He is indeed. I'm gonna get it up on Discord on my phone so I can tell you. I can read it. Ooh. Word for word.
Aaron. Just start calling him.
What Master Aaron has decided to proclaim regarding the last Smash character. He has mentioned it's explicitly about Sora, so I'm already just sorely disappointed.
Yeah.
Because it's rude.
Imagine liking Kingdom Hearts. This post was made by me.
Excuse you.
You are
This
This
excused.
post was also made by me.
The best thing about the unveiling is there's going to be some people are going to be really happy, and some people are going to be really salty.
And
it's
I'm
time to
gonna
watch.
dip my chips in salt. Now, frankly, I'm gonna be hyped like whichever way it goes.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the bet. The most likely outcome... hang on, where is it? Receipt acquired. Yeah, I took a screenshot and posted it in there. If Smash is on this direct and Sora is announced as the final fighter, Aaron will defeat Lingering Will and Kingdom Hearts 2 FM is Final Memories, isn't it?
Final Mix.
Final Mix is the updated
version.
version. Yeah, on critical mode. If he's not announced, he'll do a Final Mix Randomizer. And if Sora's a Mii costume, he'll do a Final Mix Level 1 critical mode.
Considering that he's actually beaten all the secret final bosses in Birth by Sleep on critical, not level 1, he might be able to do it.
Why does he not just play a Dark Souls game if he's going to do Level 1 critical mode?
Because he hasn't done it yet. We don't have Dark Souls. Plus, I don't think he would like Dark
Georgina
Souls.
has a PS5.
Oh, yeah.
SuperLINKARIO
That's
has
pretty cool.
power. It's technically also a PS4, so that gives him more library.
So, yeah.
Demon Souls remastered.
Yeah.
You keep staring me to do bloody Dark Souls or Demon Souls.
Well, yeah, because it'd be funny.
I don't know.
Plus, like, it's literally up your alley. It's a 3D open world action RPG.
I know,
It's
I just
like
haven't got round to it, I guess.
It's just ignore the get good and time for crab and try finger butt.
No time for crap.
Yeah.
Try sword butthole. Yeah, like just, Dark Souls memes are a new breed. They're great and I love them.
Did you just make a friggin' fractured butthole meme?
No,
game?
genuinely, there are points because obviously in the game there's an item that lets you put messages on the floor, so other players can find your message.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
So people will like stand behind the female NPCs and write a message that says "try sword butthole" and stuff like that.
Okay.
Or like they'll go to a
Juvenile minds.
they'll go to a random ledge and write "treasure below." So you read it and go, "Oh," and then roll off, and it goes, "You die," and you're like, "Hey, asshole." Or like random stuff like that. And there's also some really helpful messages as well. You just kind of have to hope and pray that you pick the right one. Apparently,
Speaking of random,
yeah, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is so good. It was worth buying the PS5. Neat.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say to that. Neat. Check out some of the free games on the store. Like, there's a bunch of like open world. There's a bunch of good stuff on there. Genshin Impact's on PS5, I think.
yeah, if you don't want to play that on your phone, you can play it on as an actual console game.
You also play it on your PC.
Yeah.
We should stream that one day.
I have debated going playing Genshin Impact, but I've never actually committed to pressing the download button.
Do it.
It's big.
It's
Slow
not.
down.
Do it. As we did on the Discord to someone.
Do it.
It was literally us three. We're just posting the.
Which was a good stream that she did, by the way.
So yeah. Do it.
It's got multiplayer, but I still haven't got far enough to unlock it.
Yeah, you have to unlock
Oh,
the
no.
multiplayer. But the multiplayer is just doing dungeon stuff, and then you get the free world multiplayer later. It is a gacha game, so don't be surprised if like people get different characters. But then you also get the gacha opening on streams, and you're like,
Yes.
whoops, I didn't
Gambling
bust a
streams.
nut for, what's her name? Raiden Shogun.
Yeah,
This game knows its
darn
fan
you.
base. Yeah, I know, right? This game knows its fan base.
Mm.
Half of the player game.
Yeah, direct
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah, back to the direct. What have we missed? I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure there's some
so
other stuff.
speaking of random, we have Deltarune Chapter 2, which is also now available on Switch. Just update your Chapter 1 and you'll get Chapter 2.
I remember listening
Technically,
to
same on PlayStation as well. You can do it on
I
that.
remember listening to the music and that like reveal and was like, I watched this direct with my mum. I went downstairs, I took the TV, I put it on YouTube on my phone, broadcast it to my Skybox, so it was on TV, and we watched it together. And no joke, see, like that song was a bop, and I was sat there in the living room, just kind of like,
Just jiving.
yeah. And then Kirby came on, and Mum was like, "Oh my god, it's Kirby!" Like no joke, watching my mum get excited for a Kirby game was amazing. And then Chocobo GP came on, and it got better.
Oh boy.
Because my mum loves Mario. Yeah, my mum loves Mario Kart. and I don't have the Switch one. But like,
You should get it.
I'm not going to now. I'm gonna get Chocobo GP instead.
Obviously.
Yeah. Queh.
What?
It's gonna be like the Luigi death stare. It's just Chocobo going, Queh. Or Gilgamesh just going,
bitch.
"Ah!" Yeah.
Queer, bitch. Get out of the way.
Move, Queh. Get out the way. Get out the way, Queh. Get out the way. That's actually such a good idea. I don't know why no one's ever done that remix.
Anyways.
Obviously they ended with Bayo 3. That was the last thing.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Splatoon.
Splatoon 3, yes. The sisters are back again. They lived through the apocalypse, apparently.
Apparently they have paint swords. I remember seeing a sword.
It's big when Ninjala tries to rip off Splatoon, now Splatoon tries to rip off Ninjala.
No, they actually have a Ninjala crossover, don't they? Like,
Do they?
there was
Was that the latest one?
There's vehicles in the new one. There's like a ball that looks like straight out of Ninjala. Not even a joke.
I can't remember. I have to relook.
I kind of like lost interest because Splatoon's not really my thing. I spent far too long studying it at uni to want to play it. I hate the fact that that's a sentence that I can utter.
But not everyone has a preference, you know. You get sick of a game.
Yeah, I had to watch the Splatoon 2 World Cup finals for my uni degree. That's not even a joke.
That is just the most magical sentence I could ever hear, to be fair. It's like, I watched a tournament to get a degree.
So
Yeah,
that
Obviously, you got to study it, and you got to like look at the strategies and everything. But it's
no,
like
we were
it's
doing tournament organisation, so we were looking at the tournament structure and stuff.
Yeah.
So we were like analysing
the base.
how everything was set up. Yeah, and also like funny squid people go Inky Burr.
Inky Burr.
There was like a bunch of different, like each group was given a different game, and there was none of the big mainstream esports. I think the best ones was Krunker was an option, which is like it's like like the old school flash shooters that look like a Lego game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's free on Steam now. It's actually really funny.
There you go.
Splatoon, which we got, and I think the other one was RuneScape Iron Man.
Wow.
It always comes back to RuneScape, don't it?
RuneScape tournaments are the greatest shit. Like, you start from scratch and just first, like, it's actually really weird. They're great. I love them. I actually have genuine RuneScape news.
Okay, here we go.
So RuneScape has a mode called Iron Man, which prevents you from trading completely. So it's like do your own, you do everything yourself. There is no.
Is that
Shortcuts
self-inflicted, or is it like
It's
in
a
the
set
game?
mode you can choose.
Oh, nice.
On October 6th in old school RuneScape, they're introducing Group Iron Man.
Oh, so you can do it as a group.
So you can do it as a
have
small
like
group.
a team to do it.
Yes.
That's cool.
Can you trade in between your group?
Yes, that's the only people you can trade with is your group.
Okay, so everyone can focus on different bits, so you're not just doing everything yourself.
Which, so me and my
Actually,
friend, me and my friend Aaron are gonna.
That sounds like Stoneblock.
Yeah, that's why I'm so.
It sounds like Stoneblock.
Me and my friend Aaron and a couple of Aaron's friends are gonna. We're gonna do a group together. Literally the day it starts, we're gonna be like. It's old school RuneScape, so it's not RuneScape 3.
You know what? You should stream that on your own channel.
I'll just stream it on the net. I don't stream on my own channel anymore.
No, I'm just saying.
Just be like, yo, so the rest of the squad is out fighting monsters, and I'm just
diggy hole.
Yeah, because my full goal is just max smithing and mining. That's what I enjoy. So I'm gonna like make the rest of the squad armor. Are we missing anything else important from?
Yes, Mario Party Superstars, the remake collection of classic board games from the first Mario, for the first 4 Mario Parties, I think. I think there was a.
They announced
Mario
like a
Party
bunch of
board
new
in it.
boards from the original, didn't they?
Yeah, like a couple for Mario Party 1, 2, and 3 as well. So, which is good because it's classic Mario Party stuff, and it's not like micro like it is with Super Mario Party, and. Just to reiterate, because that was something that they did announce last time, it's got online play from the ground up, like built along with it as a feature, not tacked on and broken like it is with Super Mario Party. So this is going to be the better Mario Party.
Also, the minigame medley.
Oh yes, that.
Which is just, if you don't want to do the board bit and just want to play a bunch of random minigames with your friends, including a survival mode that sees how many you can win in a row.
So, saying that, actually, all the Mario Party games kind of give you that option to just play the mini games if you really want to.
The minigame medley has full online as well.
Yeah, that was one of the only things that you could do online, other than the board game on Super Mario Party. It was just the mini games you could do online, and I was thinking, why? But now it's broken because it's like it doesn't save in between every turn, and it broke. I did it for my channel's 8th anniversary, and it was a shambles because it broke on turn 10, and that was a 10-turn game. So that was a waste of time. Hopefully, when it comes to Mario Party Superstars, which I think they've already mentioned last reveal, it saves every turn like it would in normal gameplay. So if you do lose connection, you can just load up the game and then connect with those people again so you can continue the game.
That's what also, there was an announced update for Mario Golf, the new one.
Yes, there were some free DLC characters.
Which is Koopa Troopa.
Which sounds like it should have been in the main game anyway.
And that's the game that's getting the Ninjala crossover, because you can play as the bunny.
Oh, okay, there we are.
The Ninja Bunny thing. I don't know.
Nabbit.
No.
Nabbit.
Nabbit is the Mario character. There is an actual Ninja Bunny from Ninjago. I think Ninjala.
I wouldn't know.
Ninjago is Lego. This is completely different. Ninja.
Ninjala.
That's the one.
Not Ninjaga. Ninjala.
Not Ninjago, which is
home.
Ninja go to bed. Nah.
Ninja go burr.
Ninja go snooze.
Also known as Naruto. Anyway.
No. Ninja go burr is Chainsaw Man because.
We also have a free update for Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's going to reintroduce the cafe, but for some reason it's
in the
Brewer's Brewery. I think it was
Brewster's Brewery. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can
No, it's Brewster's Roost.
Yeah, Brewster's Roost. That's what it is.
It's in the cafe. In the museum.
In the museum, like a cafe sort of thing.
Which
a bit of a weird place to put it.
I'm never going to complain about more dank-ass Animal Crossing content, especially for free. I'm so glad they opted against paid DLC for that game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. Animal Crossing seems to just expand. The only time that they did paid DLC was with the 3DS game New Leaf, because it was like a big expansion pack sort of thing, like what they've done with Binding of Isaac. When it went from Rebirth to Afterbirth, it was a substantial mass load of content. And again with Afterbirth Plus and then Repentance, which still hasn't come to consoles, by the way. Come on.
I need to pick that up on PC, actually.
I would prefer to get it on console, but I should get it on PC.
Yeah,
I've just played it on Switch more than PC, to be fair.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's probably a good time to wrap it up. We've been live for just under an hour.
Oh, we've forgotten a big mission.
Oh,
2.
Metroid Dread.
Well, we've already talked about that
Okay.
many a time.
What have I missed?
It was more like just a recap of all the Dread reports and a little bit more trailer. I'm worried that they've been spoiling a bit too much, to be fair. But we also have an expansion pass for or DLC pack for Monster Hunter Rise.
Oh yeah, that's a DLC pack.
That is a beefy one as well.
Because I'm looking forward to it. After what
Iceborne did for World.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to more spooky Monster Hunter stuff.
Oh yeah, there's also a crossover coming to Monster Hunter Rise.
Oh, there's loads of stuff. I got the Amaterasu dog skin, and there's also Mega Man dog skin, and yeah.
But so is that the Akuma armor set?
Oh, that as well, yeah.
they put Akuma from Street Fighter into Monster Hunter, which makes him only 2 steps removed from canon in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Because Monster Hunter is in Final Fantasy 14. So 2 steps.
Oh, okay.
The everything is connected. Everything is canon to Fortnite.
Everything is connected. Kingdom Hearts 3 Connect.
Everything is canon to Fortnite.
Oh fuck!
Thanks, I hate it.
Hey, they constructed Pickle Rick and they thought it was funny.
Yeah. Because Noctis also appears.
I'm gonna tell you the funniest shit. The guy turned himself into a pickle. Funny shit I've ever seen.
And I think another one is there's like a Yoko Taro card RPG.
Oh, Vision
yeah.
of Voices of Cards.
Screw it,
There's
we're going
a-
overtime.
Yeah,
There's a
just-
demo on everything, so
I'm
I've downloaded
actually
it on my
Voices of Cards actually was one of the ones that looked really nice to me. Is it Voices of Cards?
Yeah. The Voice of Cards, the Isle Dragon Wars.
Yeah, the Isle Dragon Rules. Yeah, that looks so good. I'm actually hyped
Yeah.
for that. That was like... I saw the cards and immediately went, oh no, it's Hand of Fate 3. I was like, panicked.
Very cool.
What? Porting over a Star Wars game? Knights of the Old Republic.
Nice,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
We
oh no, just a port of that.
we don't talk about... No, it's a remaster.
It is a
I thought-
remaster.
No, I thought
We
the
also-
remaster was coming out and other stuff, but the port is on the
Oh yeah,
Switch.
so the Switch is getting a port of the original. The remaster's coming out on PlayStation only and PC. I
Rude.
think. Yeah, screw Xbox, which is what the original was only on.
Yeah.
But we also don't talk about that because the writer doesn't like the game.
Wow.
They have publicly said it on Twitter like multiple times that they don't like KOTOR, but they're writing the new KOTOR. So that's
Hey,
gonna.
So why would they re-release the game?
No, the writer who's rewriting KOTOR doesn't like.
Oh,
KOTOR.
rewriting.
Yeah, doesn't like KOTOR.
Oh,
Like,
is that
like-
why he is rewriting him?
No, that's why she's I don't know why she is, because she's like adamantly said on Twitter she can't stand the game.
Wow.
Money talks, I guess.
Yeah,
or
I
it's a
guess.
chance to ruin it, which I think is what I expect to happen, unfortunately.
It's just twist. It's killed.
Rip to Darth Revan.
We've got also. Oh wait, Rune Factory 5.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot that there's a new Rune Factory coming.
There is so much announced during this. I had to pull up a list.
Rune Factory
Yeah.
is so good. It's like, what if Harvest Moon had a magic fighting game in it? Like
RPG.
yeah, that's the word. I knew what I meant.
Yeah, because it's like those Altair
Atelier, yeah.
Italia ones. Because Reese played that before, and I had a bit of a
It
demo.
it also reminded me of Summon Night Swordcraft Story, which was
Yeah.
it was like a part of it was a bit farm management, part of it was a bit crafting, and the other half was like 2D like Trails of Mana type combat.
Yeah, there were 3 halves.
Yes, it's an 150% game.
We're now with 50% more game.
Stonks.
Sorry.
Reminds me. It also reminds me of what was it for the DS? Fantasy Life.
Harvest Moon.
No, I know it reminds you of Harvest Moon. It's the same genre, goddammit. But like Fantasy Life on the DS gives me similar vibes to Rune Factory, and I am honestly excited for
Fantasy
this.
Life. Doesn't ring a bell.
It's like felt like a really watered down FF5 with like action combat. It was really kind of ass, but I remember it like vividly for some god awful reason.
You played a lot of it.
Yeah, I did. Why are you surprised? Oh, actually, there is news that isn't Nintendo related that I have to say.
Oh, okay.
Darkest Dungeon 2 is out soon. But it's
Nice.
it's Epic Game Store exclusive.
Oh,
Of course.
yes.
A lot of things are becoming like Epic Store exclusive.
Yeah, but Darkest Dungeon 2 is worth downloading the Epic Game Store for because it's so good. DD2 is man, it looks so good. It's like it's now more like exploring ruined cities and clearing them up and
That's
stuff
how
like
they
that.
get you. They
Yeah.
put the good games on there.
They put
You know-
they put the good games on there and then you leave when that's it. That's all you're here for.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. If I do get a Steam Deck, I am definitely gonna get the Epic Game Store just so I can download all the Kingdom Hearts games again because I would love to have
Yeah.
those on the go, and they won't release them on Switch.
Also,
I'm pretty
because,
sure
like,
Switch can handle PS2 like graphics.
I'm hella glad that Steam turned around and went, yeah, you can just install other stuff. We don't care.
Yeah, they didn't lock the OS behind their own graphics,
Yeah,
their own storefront.
yeah. So you can put EGS on there. You can put Uplay. You can put Origin.
I was gonna say like RetroArch, but they've actually put that on Steam now.
You can put RetroArch on there through Steam.
What a swerve! I feel like they did that because of the Steam link. To be fair,
To be fair, that would be really neat.
it makes it a lot more sense because
alright.
it auto updates, so you don't have to like download it yourself.
Yes.
I've got one more thing. There is a new cloud-based streaming game version that you can play on the Switch, Dying Light 2. Because they have the last one, I think the only one that did that for actually was Hitman or something.
Yeah, Hitman 2.
Yeah, that's like the only other cloud version game.
Yeah, so the original is actually downloadable as well.
Oh, and Control. I was muted, but yeah.
So again, Control was, yeah.
Yeah.
Control's a really weird game.
I liked it there.
I played like
It's
a
weird,
good 20 hours of it. I was like, bro, I have no fucking clue what's going on at all. All I know is I feel like Tachanka. I do not know who I am. All I know is that I have a gun and I must kill. That was me with the Control storyline.
Yeah.
It's like really, it's like a really nuanced SCP style storyline. It's like, yo, I got a gun. That guy shot me. That guy shot me. But no, so Dying Light 1 and 2 as well. My knife is out of my reach.
My knife is out of range. You miss.
Oh, there was one more thing. Oh, they announced that they're doing, obviously Total War Warhammer 3 is happening, and they've announced that they showed off one of the new factions. Grand Cathay is playable, which is like a really.
Where's Andrew?
Hmm?
Where's Andrew?
Where's Andrew?
Joke.
Where's Viking? He knows about Cathay. They're like a tiny island nation, if I remember rightly. Who have like big flashy knights, which I'm all for. I love my like big flashy cavalry. Anyway, let's stop there before we keep going any further.
They win their battles by flashing people.
What? Alright, so let's quickly re-go over the schedule. Today, obviously, Mondays, 8 PM BST, until the clocks change, is This Just In, which is what you've just been watching. Weekly scheduled talk show and update channel show thing. Presentation. Ish. Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, gamey-wamey.
Timey-wimey?
Timey-wimey.
Where's the plot hole here?
We're over time, Sean.
Fair.
Wednesday.
It doesn't matter if we run over time a little bit.
Nah, you're fine. Wednesday, at some point, Wednesday, 8 PM BST, we're going to play a thing. I don't know what thing it is, but we're going to play it.
I'll chuck out here right now. I was debating on doing Deltarune Chapter 2 tomorrow, but because of work, not really feeling it tomorrow. Might take the Wednesday spot if nothing else is decided. It will stop RuneScape from happening, at least.
See, my cunning plan has already come to fruition, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn it, I fell for it!
Guys, gals,
and
you've been baited. You've been baited. And then on Friday, swiggity swooty. Oh no. Not now, Sean. Swiggity swaggle, here comes the schedule. That was actually really good, I like that. Someone stick a pin in that and remember that. And then on Friday, we're going to attempt the Multiworld again.
I'll probably be hosting that one again.
Yep. Again. To me.
Again.
Well, hang on! Are you... I said to me and you went again. Anyway, yes.
I didn't hear that, to be fair.
Disappointed. Oh, was it the Geese Howard says this? Predictable! And it just throws you on the fucking floor. Get counted. Yeah, anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. And we hope you've enjoyed this evening's show. Don't forget to follow and mess around with our bot commands, which is... and don't forget
Oh, that didn't work. Shit.
Twitter and Facebook and YouTube.
You can catch our archives on the YouTube.
And we shall see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.